What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. And today I want to tell you about all of my failed products. That's right, I failed so many times. So many freaking products that made me lose so much money. And so many times I wanted to quit. So many times I thought that I didn't have what it takes to make it happen. So many months I stood paralyzed, afraid of taking the next step, because the last time I risked it, I tried and I lost money, and now I'm not sure if I can do it anymore. And I know you can relate to that, whether you launched a product and you failed, or whether you're still paralyzed, afraid to start, afraid of trying and having your money go to crap. I know that so many of you are afraid to take that next step out of fear of failure. What I want to say is that I too failed a lot of times before I was able to succeed. There was a path that I needed to take before I was able to confidently say that I know how to launch a product that will succeed. But that only came because of my failures, because I tried different things and I lost money in the process, and those failures taught me what works and what doesn't. So actually my failures are the only reason why I was able to achieve some level of success selling products online and creating my own products to sell. But actually today's video is not supposed to be about me. I am a part of Helium 10's Facebook group because I am a paying member of Helium 10, besides promoting it to you guys. And a couple of weeks ago, I saw a post that really represented this cycle of failing and learning from your mistakes and having the courage and the guts to keep going, and how much success can come from actually being able to overcome those obstacles. And I want to read this post to you because perhaps it will give you what you need to just get out of your own way, stop being afraid of failing, and actually going for it. Launching your first product, for sure cover your bases to make sure that you can succeed, but not being afraid of what may happen in case you don't succeed. I do not know if this person wishes to share their identity with my subscribers. They did share it publicly, and that's the reason why I'm sharing it with you, but I will cover the identity of this person. The post goes as follows. Hi everyone, my husband and I have been selling for nearly 2 years on Amazon. I want to give you all an update on what is possible and what happens if you keep going. When we first started selling on Amazon, we were hesitant and afraid of the unknown. Our first order was for 100 units, LOL, at about $1,800. It was nerve-wracking to say the least. Lo and behold, unfortunately, we launched a product that was poor quality. It sold well in the beginning until the reviews started to come in. This immediately tanked the product and we were stuck with it. The worst part, it was right before Chinese New Year, so we had already placed a reorder months before. We decided to cancel the order and take our loss. But we learned something. You can sell on Amazon. We had proved it. With the right product, you can make money. We were determined. We decided to launch our second product in early 2020. We purchased more units, were better acclimated to selling. We were ready to go. The product launch was slow, but eventually took off, selling up to 35 units per day. I would be thrilled with that. I would think like, I made it, guys. I'm quitting my job. I'm set. However, we did not have any profit tracking software, any PPC optimization, or inventory management. We were just stoked to be selling. By the end of our first round of inventory, we finally realized we needed to check profit somehow. It was like running into a brick wall. We were losing money. Blowing through PPC and the low selling price, we were in a competitive market. On top of that, we reordered too late. We would be out of stock for 2 months. I have had this happen to me. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, it's really hard. Needless to say, once we got inventory back in stock, our rank was shot. We decided to let the product drift into the abyss slowly, in organic sales. Product number 2 was dead. Funny enough, even after the first 2 products, we weren't deterred, but motivated. We knew all the mistakes we had made, what kind of market to go into, how much inventory, what price tag, everything. We put $7,500 into our third product on credit cards. That's how confident we were. Fortunately for us, it worked. The product grew much faster than expected and we were making over $100 per day. Then 200, then 300, we were off to the races. Since then, we have launched 10 more SKUs and have 4 on their way. We currently do $100K a month in revenue with 30% plus margins. This is just the beginning for us and it can be the same for you. Work hard, everyone, and think smart. Success will follow. And then she put a screenshot of her Seller Central that clearly shows us that they are making almost $3,000 a day and they made over $100,000 this month. What I want to tell you with this video and with this example is that you will fail. You will most likely, you will for sure at some point in your product and entrepreneurship journey lose money, but that is how you learn. That should be your goal. Your goal should not be not to lose money, but your goal should be to fail forward, to learn something every time something doesn't go your way, or to learn something every time you make a decision that is not the right one, or you make a decision that causes you to lose money instead of having a profit like you planned. So something very important that I see a lot of entrepreneurs and new people in business make and have is that they have this all or nothing mentality. Let's say you save $3,000 in order to start your business. You cannot go in with the all or nothing mentality. There has to be more money where that came from. You know, you cannot put all of your money into your business and having this feeling of, oh my god, this has to work, otherwise I'm screwed. Or, you know, you buy a course and then you have this feeling like this course needs to make it for me, otherwise I'm screwed. That cannot be your mentality. You have to have this mentality of, okay, I'm gonna start something. It's not gonna happen overnight, and most likely you will have to invest on it continuously, and not just in the form of money, but you need to be able to support yourself as the business goes up and down, as the business grows, because most likely it will take you a few months, maybe a few years to get the business to the point where it can sustain you. And if you're lighter about it, you know, you're making an investment and it will pay out at some point in the future. You're buying a course that will teach you something that you will use for sure. It will be one of the stairs in order to get to the top of the mountain, in which it is, you know, the top of the mountain is a successful business, instead of being the whole staircase, you know. You'll find that you have a much more healthy attitude towards business, a more relaxed but more focused outcome into building your business, rather than it being a Hail Mary that, you know, like, it needs to work, otherwise I'm screwed, and if this doesn't work, I'm done with it, I'm going back to no hope and to my dead-end job, and nothing's ever gonna work for me. Because the reality is that you only lose once you quit. And until you throw in the towel completely, you are still in the game. No matter what happens along the way, no matter how many times you fall, as long as you stand up again, and even if you need a break, take a week, take a month off, there is no need, like, it's not a race, you know. As long as you're still going, you are still in the race, and you can still stand to win, you know. Definitely look at all failures and all things that don't go in your way in life, but also in business, as a way to build yourself up, as a way to get yourself closer to where you want to be. Remember that successful people are only different than you because they failed more times. They tried more things and they failed more times. And then one or two or a few things that they did actually succeeded. But for sure, I guarantee they failed a lot more times than you because they actually took the plunge. The thing that you're not really considering and that you're not really taking into account is that failure at the end of the day is actually a good thing because it brings you closer to your goals. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.